Sarah from the Ellett Branch Library, here to tell you about Ellett Branch's Kids Book Club to Go for the month of September. This month, we are featuring The Strange Case of the Origami Yoda for kids who are older readers. You can have this book read to you, or you can read it with somebody else if you would like. Along with the book, we are going to have some origami paper and some instructions, so if you would like to make your own Origami Yoda before, after, or even during reading the book, you can do that. So to tell you about this book, I thought the best thing to do would be to just read the first chapter, because that gives you a feel for the book and it lets you know what's going on. So we are going to read Chapter 1 of The Strange Case of the Origami Yoda. Origami Yoda and Dwight by Tommy. The big question, is Origami Yoda real? Well, of course he's real. I mean, he's a real finger puppet made out of a real piece of paper. But I mean, is he real? Does he really know things? Can he see the future? Does he use the Force? Or is he just a hoax that fooled a whole bunch of us at Macquarie Middle School? It's really important for me to figure out if he's real, because I've got to decide whether to take his advice or not. And if I make the wrong choice, I'm doomed. I don't want to get into all that yet. So for now, let's just say it's about this really cool girl, Sarah, and whether or not I should risk making a fool of myself for her. Origami Yoda says do it, but if he's wrong, total humiliation. So I've got to know if he's real. I need solid answers. I need scientific evidence. That's why I went around and asked everybody who got help from Origami Yoda to tell their stories. Then I put all the stories together in this case file. Who knows? Maybe this case file could even be useful if scientists ever decide to study Origami Yoda. To try to make it really scientific, I let my friend Harvey comment on each story. Harvey has never, ever believed in Origami Yoda, even for a second, and he still doesn't. In fact, he is 100% sure that Origami Yoda is just a green paper wad. So he tried to find the logical explanation for all the really weird things that happened. And then I commented on each story too, because after all, I'm the one who's trying to figure this whole thing out. My other friend, Kellen, wanted to help too, so I let him borrow the case file. Instead of adding anything useful, he just doodled all over it. I was mad at first, but actually some of the doodles almost looked like people from school, so I didn't bother trying to erase them. And anyway, I don't have time for that. I've got to study this thing and make a decision. Is Origami Yoda real, or isn't he? Oh yeah, one other thing I almost forgot about. Dwight. Dwight is the guy who carries Origami Yoda around on his finger. The strangest thing about Origami Yoda is that he is so wise, even though Dwight is a total loser. I'm not saying that as an insult, it's just a fact. Dwight never seems to do anything right, always in trouble, always getting harassed by other kids, always picking his nose, always finding a way to ruin it for everyone, as the teachers say. If he would just listen to Origami Yoda's wisdom, like the rest of us, he would have it made. But no, he ends up barfing in class because he ate 13 servings of canned peaches at lunch, or stealing a girl's shoe, or wearing shorts with his socks pulled up above his knees. He even manages to turn his good points into loser points. See, he's the total origami master of our school. First, he made cranes and frogs and all that. Then he started inventing his own stuff. Origami Yoda is not just a perfect paper version of Yoda, he's also Dwight's own design. Dwight's not the first person in the world to make an Origami Yoda, of course. There are a bunch of them on the internet, but Dwight didn't download instructions. He actually created his own Origami Yoda. But it's one thing to make a paper Yoda, and it's another to ask people to talk to it. That's what makes him a loser. You can't go around school with a paper Yoda on your finger talking to people. I bet even Origami Yoda would tell him that, if he would just listen. Anyway, here's the first story, which happens to be about a girl, not the girl, and shows how good it can be to listen to what Origami Yoda has to say. That's the end of the first chapter, so if you would like to find out what happens in the rest of this book and decide for yourself if Origami Yoda is real or Origami Yoda is fake, you can read it and then figure it out. You can find a copy of the book at the Ellett Library, and if you get one from the Ellett Library, it will have the origami paper and the instructions with it. Or you can request it and have it sent to whatever branch is more convenient for you. It just won't have these papers when it comes. You can also get the book on Libby or Hoopla, which are both apps run by the library, and then you could read the book in ebook format. So good luck and figure out if Origami Yoda is real or not.